Today, I'm going to be installing this. Finally made sure this kick panel don't leak at all. I was trying to get every little leak out before I reinstalled this, and I finally do. So, we'll reinstall this, and then one of these cats or some other animal came through that hole there, so that's great. Okay, so next time, note to self, we got to cover that with something. But we'll get this installed. We got a brand new heater core. And I have cut a hole there, and I made it extra wide, or extra big, so that this could fit with the hose on. Now I specifically did that because if we go to the outside, since this is an AC car, I would have to finish taking this out and knock it out in order to get to that. I want to keep this here, even though it's kind of destroyed. So we're not going to, destroy it any further. And it's like that because in a fit of rage, I broke that out Hulk style with my bare hands and threw it across the yard. I always say this, but don't do what I do. I have a horrible temper, and I'll break things when I get mad. So you got to release the inner 10-year-old when you get mad. So I also took these drum brakes off of both rears. The backing plate's left on, and I'm doing this because you can see my shadow. The backing plate is left on both sides, and I have this here, this bed liner, so that I could lay on this and then change the rear gear, the ring and pinion. However, the ring and pinion is not going to be changed until I get a torque wrench that tightens left-hand threads. The one I have doesn't do that, so I had to order a new one, and then I got two bearings that'll be my test bearings. I'll drill them out from the inside. It cost me an extra $30 to order those, and then like $80 for the torque wrench. So another $120. What's another $120 when you already got close to 10 grand in the car, right? Might as well. So I guess I'll use this to explain this right now. This whole car, I bought this car with a title for $1,500. $1,500 with the Turbo 350 in it, with the headers and the motor mount set up for a Chevy 350, and the entire interior was in the car. I pulled it all out. I've still got all of the interior. The door panels actually are going to go on soon. And it was a completely running and driving car. My buddy wanted the engine, and then he sold the car to me. And I bought it for $1,500 with a clean title. It's in my name. So this whole car cost me $1,500 total. Then I kind of went hog wild with it because I got that TKX, which cost me $2,800 flat. And then all the other stuff for it, the cross member for the trans, everything. After you add it up, it's close to $5 grand to convert this to a stick shift. So that $5 plus $1,500 plus nickel and diming you, because every build nickel and dimes you. The brake lines, a couple hundred just for the brake lines, a couple hundred just for the brake booster and the master. So after all is said and done, I'll probably have 10 grand in this. So it's not bad considering it's going to essentially be a brand new car. So there's that. And I didn't have to buy any of the exhaust. So that's fun too. So I'm going to go ahead and get this job started. And once this is installed, I'm more than likely going to get this installed. Might have to wipe this off with something to get this dust off. Then, oh, I left these bolt holes here too. Yeah, because these go through the firewall. And then they get tightened on the other side, I think. That's how those go. And then the other ones are similar, but I think they come through the firewall into this at certain points. So I'm going to have to line it up and figure all that stuff out. And we got one here that actually goes through this way. And these, so yeah, it'll be fun figuring it out. And then this wiring, I've got to figure out what to do here. I think this is all wired up still. Yeah, this is all wired up. Then, and the only thing I really care about is this here. So this controls my heat. So, and this actually works. I made sure it worked. It controls this here, which will put it in the off or on position. So there is that. And now, once that is put in there, I'm going to make sure all these ducts and everything are good and connected. And we might put the kick panel on today for the driver's side. But I've been toying with the notion of getting one of these new ones as well, just because it looks pretty. Might as well have matching sides. So I might do that. I might do that. We might do that. But then, after that, the dash is probably going to go in. So, really excited to get that dash in here. That's a huge step. Then once the dash is in, the floor we're going to leave because I see little pinholes and stuff. We're going to eventually cut this whole floor out with, Lord knows, maybe a plasma cutter or nibblers or something. I don't want to use another Sawzall. I don't think a Sawzall does well at all. A Sawzall is just not a clean cut for the most part. So we'll use like nibblers or something. Then we'll weld new ones in because it definitely needs it. These are not, you can't really save these at this point. I mean, look at the pinholes and all that junk. Now the moisture's gone. We've taken care of that. That's a big step, but man, the damage has been done. I wish I would have done this years ago when I was still a drunk. But now we're just gonna get started and finish this up. And these, like I said, these welds on these floors are just in bad shape. Gosh, man, the welds have pinholes. Gosh, those need to be cut out and redone. Okay, so we're gonna get started and finish her up with this thing. Alright, I guess in case I don't actually upload the video in which I explained why I haven't uploaded lately, this camera apparently records too crisp and too nice for my PC, and it makes it to where I can't upload any 4K. Since I've made everything in 4K, it won't upload at all. So had to start all over with videoing. I lost, well, recording. I lost about 2 or 3 hours probably worth of stuff. So a handful of videos that were just unusable. And I thought about sending this back, but I guess I can record in 1080 and in 2K until I can upgrade my PC. And I don't even know when I'm going to upgrade my PC because I don't know if I care about my PC anyway. So, and I've been having carpal tunnel problems, so my right hand is just now able to do this. Last couple days, just doing this with my right hand was just a chore. So, I'm gonna take it probably a little easier because what happened was I was out here and I had put the steering wheel back on the car and I thought, you know what? I'm going to do this ring and pinion. So I started that, and then I thought, well, since I have to take the C-clips out anyway, I'm going to change the drum brakes. So I took the drums off of both sides. Then I got underneath the car, and I was going to take the C-clips out. And whenever I reached up to take the C-clips out, as I got the cover off, my right hand just kind of gave out on me, and I couldn't really do much with it. And my left hand wasn't too far behind it. So I went ahead and put everything back together, and I just let the car down, and here we are. couple days later. I mean, today's Tuesday. For reference, the Super Bowl was Sunday, so I took Saturday, Sunday, Monday off and didn't do much of anything. I just did small little jobs and basically rested my hands as much as I could. Now I'm back out here because I'm ready to finish this job. I want this car to be running. And tomorrow I'm getting wheels in for this. Big caster wheels that are 8 inches tall. And the idea is I could roll this back and forth and get the engine from over there and the trans from over there to over here, so that I can actually install them. And if I have to, I'll jack the car up and put it on jack stands, and then get the engine in there with the trans, get it in there, and have enough room to do this number with the trans so it can sit on that cross member. So that job's going to be soon. And mainly, all I have to do that day is make sure that I don't destroy anything. Just jack this all up, get the motor mounts in, get the mounts for the trans in, and then once it's back there, bolt everything down. And make sure that, none of this stuff gets destroyed. That's why I was trying to get the rear brakes done, so that I could actually hook up the master cylinder to this. And then this right there would be firmly mounted to something. But it depends. It depends on how well that rear end goes. So I guess we'll see. We got the windshield wiper motor back on. That's in there. Then we got this on. Had to do a more destruction, but she's on there. I got these two through, and we're gonna have to go to the hardware store and get some more stuff for these because they don't have anything to bite on. But other than that, it's installed. And as long as I keep driving the car, then nothing will get in here. But the second I stop driving it, we're going to get rodents and all kind of stuff up in here. Unless I close that, then the heater core is then the heater core is the thing that's going to get attacked. But we got it done here. There's something down here. Let me get this. What is it? Found a goodie. Yeah, well, something old. Alright, now I gotta climb out of here because being hunched over, I hate it. So, probably I'm gonna go ahead and get the dash installed tomorrow, because we are getting very close to having this thing ready. I'm really excited. This is one more big step in having it going. Really excited. Really happy. And then we're gonna have to make sure these all this duct work, lines up. Because we want this one, this main one, to really line up. Because that's why I did all this work, because I wanted a heater. So we want that to line up. And in order to get that to line up, we're gonna have to fiddle around with this here. And then this. Which that's not gonna move because it's all tightened down. So what we're gonna have to do is just fiddle with this. See if we can't get it to line up somehow, or figure out what we gotta do. So, but right now, even if I have to loosen this up and like push this up or something, then I will. That's not a big deal. But we got it done. Look at all this old sealant stuff. I got it done for now. It's good enough. It's in there. We got some that are just placeholders because we got to go and get some more nuts and bolts tomorrow. And I tell you, I always know it's time to quit when my back is really quivering. It's so... If you got a bad back, you know what I'm talking about. When your back is so weak that it starts quivering and it's starting to hurt, you know it's time to quit. So it's time to quit for today. And I'm going to try to find the piece that goes underneath the steering wheel, because I need that. And then there's a metal piece that goes up underneath and connects right there where those bolts go. And it helps hold the dash on the bottom. So I need to get that, and then I need to get my speedo down that I'm going to use, and the rest of the instrument cluster. And we need to put those in the dash and have them ready to go. And we might, once we have them in the dash, we might take our hookups that go to them and then hook them up from the back so that I can just take the dash and put it in and rest it in on top. And then this bolt here, this is where the dash rests, right here. And on the other side as well. And then you have a bolt that goes up into it. So, once we get the rest of our stuff, we'll put that there just to try to keep a critter out. It's not going to work. Okay. Door panels are a must. We really need to get those on. The door panels are what has the interior felt. So you have this piece, which is still good on these. That piece there that you can't really see. And then it has an interior piece that goes along the length of the door. And I have new ones inside. Those get, I think, stapled on. And I have a staple gun and everything inside. But I'm ready to get going on this. It's going to be a lot of fun, I think. It's going to be a fun car to drive. And once the door panels are on, we can put our window cranks on. And before I do that, I think I'll put a window crank on this. See if we can find one. Thought there was one on the floor. Huh. Guess not. I thought for sure there was one down here. No, I'm not seeing any. Just these really old seat belts, which I may or may not use. Yeah, I don't know where my window cranks are. But I need to put them on and then work these and then get in there with WD-40. And if you want to know how you lower your window, this here is where it bottoms out. And if you want to lower it, you take this bolt and lower that down to here. And once it's to its lowest setting, the top of the window will go down far enough so that you can change the outers. The more you know. So, store looks really good though. I do need to make sure that all this junk on the inside is out. So I mostly cleaned it out, but you still have a little bit of stuff like this that falls in. We want that clean, because you see this is a drain hole. So there's my finger on the other side. That's a drain hole. And that drains on the outside here. So, we need to make sure that that's good. And because I'm tacky, I'm going to go and get those 4-wheel disc stickers that go there from Classic Industry as soon as I get those installed on the rear. Because I'm tacky and I want that to show. All right. We're going to go ahead and call her a day.